Hello, babes. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new, welcome. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about the episode with Niecy and Moesha moving in together and Niecy letting a random guy spend the night in their dorm. So let's get into it. Welcome to Iconically Iconic. So in this episode of Moesha, Niecy's roommate Piper is out of town, so Moesha is spending the weekend at her dorm with her.
For me? Thank you, Niecy. Yeah. So relax and make yourself comfortable because my home is your home, okay?
The girls decide to go out, and that is when Niecy meets Tate.
Okay, well, you know what? I can't keep a secret.
He's so crazy.
Now, before we dive into this episode, I want to let you guys know that I will not be discussing any scenes with Dorian. His presence on the show irritated me, and I've never understood why Ray J was brought in. They could have easily explored Moesha's transition to college and life outside of her family home without forcing a troubled nephew-son storyline. The later seasons just felt like they added unnecessary drama that tainted the characters. For the most part, Moesha was a positive show. And frankly, we didn't need the whole Frank's secret love child mess. Anyway, back to the episode. So the morning after the party, Moesha wakes up and heads to the bathroom, only to find the guy Niecy just met the night before showering in their dorm. This scene has always infuriated me for multiple reasons. One, if Niecy wants to have male company, fine. She could have just told Mo she was having a guy over and Mo could have stayed at home that night. But the real issue is that she left Moesha alone, asleep in the room with a man she barely knew. That was reckless and beyond disrespectful. To make matters worse, Tate steps out of the bathroom and immediately starts approaching Moesha in an inappropriate manner.
Well, good morning, sunshine.
Who are you?
No, who are you?
Oh, I'm asking the questions around here. Where's Niecy?
Niecy. What's a Niecy?
Oh, that's it. I'm calling security.
Yeah, wait, hold on now. Hold on, okay? I met your roommate at the pendulum last night. We got to talking and got a little late, and she said I could stay over. Now, you have a problem with that?
No, I just have a problem with this.
Oh, you want the towel back?
No, you keep the towel. Just tell me where Niecy is. That's it.
Listen, pretty baby, I don't know, okay? I woke up, Niecy was gone, so I decided to take a shower. Then I was gonna leave, but now, I just might have to change my plan.
Oh, no, I think you just better get on out.
Ooh, touchy. Now, I like a sister with a little attitude.
He can clearly see she's uncomfortable, yet he keeps pushing because he registers it as she's playing hard to get. And as women, we all know that feeling and have got that gut feeling, the one that tells us something isn't right, especially with men like Tate who treat disinterest as a challenge, and some men who have such huge egos and think every woman must want them because they're attractive. So a woman who isn't interested just doesn't compute for them. So when Niecy finally returns, Moesha confronts her, as she absolutely should have. She was left vulnerable in a room with a strange man she didn't know, and Niecy didn't even have the decency to let her know, or at the very least tell her she was stepping out to get breakfast and that Tate was in the shower. But instead of acknowledging the situation, Niecy has the audacity to get defensive.
Niecy, look, it's very, very obvious that you like this guy. But I think that there's something that you should know. While you were out, Tate hit on me. And what makes you think that he hit on you? Niecy, come on. Are you really this naive? You know, whatever, Mo. Look, if you don't like the way I'm living in my room, then you can just leave. What?
Implying that Moesha is lying when she tells Niecy Tate tried to push up on her. Now that right there would have been the end of our friendship. You've known your best friend for years. You know her character. Yes, Moesha could be messy or nosy sometimes, but in a moment this serious and your friend is telling you how uncomfortable she was, your first instinct is to take the side of a man you just met. It screamed desperation and thirst. More than that, it showed Niecy's character and how she may not have been someone Mo could trust as a safe place. Because if something even worse had happened, would she still have dismissed Moesha like that? And this wasn't the first time Niecy did something shady in regards to a man. Let's not forget she kissed Hakeem. And I don't care how heartbroken you were over your boyfriend. For you to kiss your friend's man, ex-man, whatever, is crossing all kinds of lines. Moesha had her own faults, of course, but one thing I respected about her character was her morals. People called her bougie or stuck up, but the reality was that she simply refused to accept crumbs, especially from men. And when you have a father instilling that kind of self-worth in you from a young age, no one is going to shake that. What others were willing to put up with, she wasn't, and it made them mad. And it is exactly how people act in real life as well. But back to the episode. Of course, Niecy eventually comes running back after she has her own experience with Tate. And what's always so frustrating is that some people don't develop empathy until they go through something firsthand. So if Tate hadn't played himself with her, would she have been okay with throwing away her friendship just because she liked him? That's the real question.
Tate tried to force himself on me. What? Did he hurt you? No, girl, he ain't that crazy. No. But, I did have to fight him off. Niecy, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have left. Well, I'm the one who owes you an apology. I never should have trusted Tate. I can't believe I said all those things to you.
The only reason Niecy came back to apologize was because Tate crossed the line with her. She had no issue dismissing Moesha's discomfort, but the moment he became too pushy with her, suddenly it was a problem. And that's what irritated me so much about this episode. She didn't care until it affected her directly. I do love how Moesha was worried for Niecy and she genuinely cared after she found out what happened to her. It doesn't mean that she didn't have a right to be mad, but she put her feelings to the side because her friend was actually in a situation that could have went further. This episode irritated me so much because it definitely hit close to home. I had a friend who did the same exact thing that Niecy did, and she was going to go see this guy at around 2 or 3 in the morning and decided that our sleepover was over. So now I had to go home in the middle of the night and was followed by some random man. So this episode, it wasn't until I recently rewatched it that I got triggered, because I normally don't watch the later seasons of Moesha. I just watch seasons 1, 2, and 3, but the later seasons I'm really not interested in. Needless to say, she is no longer a friend. Being around women who are so thirsty for men and male validation or any attention from a man that they will put their friend in harm's way, that's not your friend. She does not care about you, because no friend would put you in that situation. No friend would say, oh, I'm going to put you in harm's way because I'm so thirsty for a man's attention. I'm so thirsty to have a man, a piece of a man. It's one thing to like a guy. It's one thing to have feelings for a guy, but it's another thing when you say F your friend and that same guy does you dirty and now you want to come running and crawling back after he did what he did to you. No, keep that same energy. And what people often forget is that how someone treats others is exactly how they'll treat you. It's only a matter of time. If you have a friend who constantly talks about people behind their backs, don't think you're the exception. If someone is mean-spirited and nasty toward others, eventually you'll be on the receiving end. People like that don't change. They just wait for the moment you do something they don't like. I do give Niecy credit for apologizing, because a lot of people refuse to take accountability, especially when it means admitting they were wrong. But in real life, the situation would have been grounds to end the friendship. The moment you put your friend in harm's way, then have the audacity to side with a stranger simply because you were thirsty for a man, you've made it clear that your friend's safety and feelings mean little to you. And that's not someone worth keeping in your circle. Not in my opinion, at least. I feel like Niecy was way out of line what she did to Moesha and how she reacted to Moesha telling her about her It wasn't even her boyfriend. It was just a random man she just met that made her feel uncomfortable was crazy to me. It boggled my mind. You let your friend feel uncomfortable and told her that if she didn't like it, she could get out. So you not only got an attitude with her, you also told her to get out for a stranger you just met, someone you just met, because she told you that he pushed up on her. Who does that? What friend does that? Not anyone I would want to have as a friend. And with that being said, this video has come to an end. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Also, make sure your notification bells are turned on so that you always know when I upload. And I will catch you guys in the next one.